Welcome back to the RTF podcast where we refresh your feeds so you don't have to. My name is Matt, his name is Marco, and this is episode 73. Mark, let's get it.
It's a busy one.
No pause for the music. Just to let you guys in on a little inside secret. I usually pause for a little one too for the music, but today we're not pausing.
Okay.
Today we're getting right into it, bro.
Yeah, right into it. There's a lot of shit going on.
There's a lot. There's bear.
It's a little stuffy, like I have fucking some in my nose, but
You're sick, huh?
I'm chilling.
You're pretty sick, if you ask me.
Yeah, fucking sick.
You're a pretty sick dude. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. Because we're big film and TV guys here at RTF.
Yeah, 2 big films coming out this weekend.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, let's... First, I want to talk about Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
That's so loud. That's so loud. It waited till we started recording to get louder. It waited till we started recording. We have an AC unit in the studio, and it's just the loudest. If it's heard in the mic, it's because it's the loudest fan ever. Holy shit, bro. It's tweaking. It's going off. I really don't want to shut it off, though. We're in a predicament. We're in a pickle.
Why don't we shut that off and...
Turn that on. Genius. Let's do it. We're taking a hiatus.
Okay, we're back. Fuck.
Okay, we're
Got
back.
like this little fucking interesting.
We're
Fuck.
back. We're back.
We're good? Is this still recording? Or
Yeah.
did they shut
This
up
is
too?
no, this is
Okay.
good. We're chilling.
Okay.
We're chilling. Who knows if we heard that massive fan in the background, but we're chilling. Yeah, let's get into Oppenheimer.
Okay.
I've done a lot of research, Mark. Tons of
You've
research.
probably done more than me. You love films like this.
Bro, first of all, what's his name? Cillian Murphy. The man
Yeah.
from Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
Did you finish Peaky Blinders?
No. I got into it a little bit at the beginning, but I never finished it.
Yeah, it was good. It was so good, bro. It was so good. Spoiler alert, when they kill his brother.
Cheers.
Oh my god, what
Fucking no point in even watching now.
no, watch it. Don't even bother, bro. No, he's so good. And he's such a great actor too. But you know I'm a big Christopher Nolan fan.
Yeah, me too.
Inception,
Yeah.
Tenet, The
He
Prestige.
knocks it out of the park with all.
He's the man.
Yeah.
He is the man.
Especially
I love his stuff.
fucking special effects and shit.
Yeah, exactly. And like kind of like a little mind. Yeah.
Mind fucking.
Yeah. The German version?
Yeah.
Mind fucking? Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, I love when he does that shit, bro. And then you watch the end and you're like, okay, what's going on?
Give me the backstory of Oppenheimer.
Oh, okay. So I know this. You know what Oppenheimer was? It's J. Robert Oppenheimer.
What did he do? Defuse something or?
Yeah, so he was like one of the pioneers of the atomic bomb,
Yeah.
like towards the end of World War II,
Okay.
which was like 1945.
Okay. He
He was part of like a secret operation, like a laboratory. He's like basically a scientist that was called Los Alamos Laboratory.
Okay.
Let me see if I have that right, if that's the right fucking name for it.
J. Robert Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Los Alamos Laboratory. Okay? That was established by Franklin D. Roosevelt,
Okay.
right, in 1945.
History lesson.
Yeah, it's legit, bro. I think, bro, when it comes to the Christopher Nolan, I don't screw around, bro.
He's not even deep.
I don't screw around.
Sometimes you don't know. Fuck all the way. When you really want to.
When I care, I go deep, bro. It gets deep in this
You
bitch.
usually go deep. Huh?
Yeah, well, if I move to India, they call me gagging deep, you know?
Anyway,
Okay.
I got topic.
Anyways, it was in 1945. He established, or they did the first testing for the atomic bomb in New Mexico.
Yeah, that I know.
And that was like the first initial whatever. Then that was in July of 1945, and then in August, this sounds crazy, bro. In August 6th to 9th was Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
So he's like the father of the atomic bomb.
Yeah, essentially, he was like the big face behind nuclear bombs, like atomic bombs. And then eventually he was put on like the Atomic Energy Commission.
Okay.
I don't remember how long after, but he was put on the Atomic Energy Commission to basically because him and a couple of his colleagues were aware of like their moral compass and how again it goes against their morality to just bomb everyone and the terror, like how bad it could actually be. And there was like I think there was over 200,000 deaths in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, if my stats are correct.
I'm gonna get a fact check on that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. I thought I had that written down somewhere, but I didn't. I think it's over 200,000. So essentially, and then there's stuff about him that I didn't go so deep, but there's stuff about him that says he sort of like realized his moral compass after like New Mexico and the testings and stuff like that, and then long story short, was put on the commission to sort of stop the progression of the hydrogen bomb, and then was later taken off that commission.
Yeah.
Is it called? I don't know if I have it. Yeah, the commission. He was taken off of it because of like they thought he was a communist because of like some ties that he had. So they reduced his rank, like they stripped him of his rank and they took him off the commission, which is fucked because he invented it, and then
they took it away from him.
And yeah, it's like one of those things. It's like creating Frankenstein, you know?
Yeah.
Like you create this monster.
You're the genius behind it.
Yeah.
And
and then it just ruins everything
because they think otherwise.
So I'm gonna put something in your head that's gonna kind of mind fuck you a little. Who would you say? I have it in my head. Who would you say is a modern day Oppenheimer with something else? Not obviously not atomic bombs, but something else.
Well, fucking Elon Musk.
There you go.
Elon. Yeah.
Elon, Mark Zuckerberg. Like you get one
kind of like outside the box, like thinking other stuff that not your normal like modern day person thinks of.
Yes, but also that are working on things that are like tarnishing humanity. Obviously not as blatant as an atomic bomb.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? It's just much more subtle.
Yeah.
But there's modern day Oppenheimer.
It's subtle now because obviously like you have technology that you can do like an atomic bomb, and you know what I mean. They have technology that can do it fucking as soon as possible now.
Yeah.
But back then when this guy was pioneering it, like it was a big thing, right?
Yeah.
So obviously now it's more subtle, but when you think about it in like relevant, it's all relevant to today, right?
Literally. It's crazy though. I thought about that and I was like, I guess you could call them modern day like Oppenheimer. I don't know if it's, I know he was a big face and a big name, Oppenheimer, but I don't know if there was like always such a negative connotation around his name. I know there was, but like if it was a name that was like you know, you say Hitler, it's like instantly terrible.
Yeah.
But for him, I don't know if it was like as severe as that. So it's like, you don't generally think of Elon and those guys as like
that type of
like horrific
negative effect.
You know what I mean? But it's interesting, man. And the movie is supposed to be amazing. So there's like, his wife is played by Emily Blunt. Like Oppenheimer's wife is played by Emily Blunt. Florence Pugh plays his ex-girlfriend.
Robert Downey Jr. is in it.
Robert Downey Jr. There's tons. The cast list goes on.
Damon, Jack Quaid.
Yeah. There's the
it's a big cast.
And Cillian Murphy's right at the front, bro. He deserves it, man. Yeah, he's sick.
Even Rami Malek's in it too.
Yeah, Rami Malek as well. There's something else I want.
I'm excited.
Oh, okay. So the film, this is kind of like film nerd cinema stuff, geeky stuff, but the film is shot on 70 millimeter film reels.
Meaning
that it's double in width.
Okay.
The actual roll of film is double in width, and I'm gonna hit you with a stat. So the film that Oppenheimer is shot on it spans 17 kilometers long, if you were to roll it all out, and it weighs 270 kilograms.
That's like fucking...
And runs through the projector horizontally. That's pretty... Yeah, that's obvious, but yeah. How crazy is that, bro? 17 kilometers. I think it's like 2 hours and 30 minutes or something like that, but because it's 70 millimeter film, it's wider. It's obviously takes up more space in the rolls and stuff like that. And then the reason why, and Christopher Nolan says it's a must watch in 70 millimeter because like IMAX 70 millimeter is because the image is so sharp, and it's like his phrasing. I think I have it here actually. His phrasing. I have it somewhere. The sharpness and the clarity. Yeah, Nolan says hold on a second.
So
Nolan says the sharpness and the clarity and the depth of image is unparalleled, and the film appears larger, wider, and more bright on screen.
okay,
So like the experience of watching it is like taken to another level.
yeah, he'd probably do it for that reason.
Yeah, there's a bunch of film history and like that goes back into 35 mil and whatever, and like how it's evolved and
Has
shit
there
like
been
that.
other movies shot like this, or this is like the first?
I don't know. There probably has been. I don't know if they're like feature length, like a film feature length that have been shot this way, but because a lot of stuff's like digital and like it's taken like a complete different twist to most recently. But feature films, I don't know. I don't really know. I can't name it off the top of my head. But yeah, big names in this film, bro. Huge names.
Apparently, it's done already, like big numbers and pre-sale tickets.
Yeah, apparently. I'm excited, bro. It comes out on the 21st.
Pre-sale about 30 mil,
Holy fuck. Yeah, massive.
and they're expecting closer to 75.
On opening day.
Yeah,
Nice. Sick. No, it's good. It deserves it, bro. And Nolan's the man. And the whole cast is sick too. They're huge names. Does it come out the same day as Barbie?
same day, the 21st.
The 21st. So bare people are gonna go back to back.
Yeah, you think
Or they're gonna pick the one.
Yeah,
And I don't know, bro. I love Margot Robbie, bro. That's my thing, man. You know that. That's my thing. Like Margot Robbie is like
I don't know. We'll see how it does. I think it's gonna tank, but
Barbie or Oppenheimer.
no, Barbie.
It's rough, bro. Like it looks like it's gonna be fun and engaging.
I think that's the main purpose behind it.
Yeah,
I mean, what's gonna get is the two big names.
yeah. Ryan Gosling, I think.
You know what I mean?
It's Ryan Gosling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They look funny. Like they look kind of like
they play the part. Like fuck, when you think of real life Barbies, like really.
yeah. It's Margot Robbie.
Right.
Or like him, I wouldn't have thought because of he looks like he was made to be Ken, but Ken looks like he was made to be Ken. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't look like they were. If you took a picture of Ryan Gosling and you were like, okay, this is Ken, I'd probably be like, no.
So who would you have picked? That's a tough one.
I don't know. Someone blonde, bro.
Yeah, but you can make anyone blonde.
Either like, but all those guys, you know, like Ryan Gosling, Channing Tatum, all those fucking guys, you know,
Okay, I get it.
like all.
I think they picked a pretty good
No, it's good. No, he's good. Don't get me wrong.
good depiction of.
But like,
Ken.
I don't know how to explain it. Ken is not like Ken. It looks like he was designed. He was somebody else, and then he just moved to Malibu. That's what it looks like. Like he was just a regular guy working in the Bronx, and then he just moved to Malibu, and now he's just all tanned up and with the shirt, the collared shirt, the Quagmire shirt, or whatever.
Fucking, it's an action figure, man.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's not. Well, now he's a person. Now he's my dog. No, Barbie, I'm excited for it too. Margot Robbie is supposed to be crazy in it, and they're doing this like, in the trailer they show her like flying off a thing. I can almost like see the harness and shit. You can't see it, but it looks like the way that she like travels. It kind of looks like I can see the
I
harness.
think it's gonna be a movie I'm gonna wait for to watch, like for it to come out somewhere.
Yeah, if I had to decide, it would definitely be Oppenheimer.
No, Oppenheimer is a movie that you'd go to the theater.
But that's because I'm a dude.
No, okay,
Generally.
granted, but even so, like a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, you know, Barbie looks okay. Like maybe I'll just wait for it to come out. Like,
Yeah,
I'll just rent it somewhere. I'll wait for it to come out of my house, and I'll just watch it at home.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But girls are like dressing up and shit to go to this,
Yeah, I heard. Well, the premiere there was all kinds of people at the premiere.
and they're all
Yeah,
girls.
they're all decked out.
Girls take a group of 5 all in pink and they just fuck off.
Yeah.
And they go watch it. It's crazy. It's like, what? Like, what would I do that for? Avengers? What else? Star Wars? There's a new Star Wars movie.
That's 2 movies now this year that have come out that like a nostalgic like childhood.
Indiana Jones.
No, but I'm saying like with like Super Mario, which was like a nostalgic video game, like action figure and stuff like that turned into a movie. Now Barbie. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Barbie was always like that nostalgic, like, you know,
Maybe
action
we're just
figure.
getting old, bro.
That's for sure. What?
Maybe we're getting old. That's crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
cool though.
No, it's sick. It's so sick.
And summer movies are always the best.
Yeah.
Always the best summer.
Yeah, they always have the best reception. They always have the best everything. Moving over, I did want to talk about out of here.
Are we staying on the topic of movies, or are we going TV? What are we doing?
Yeah, we're gonna move over to TV for a second. We're not gonna talk about it too long. Secret Invasion episode 4. I just want to bang this out of the way because we have to update every week. Keep it updated. Did you watch
spoilers or no spoilers?
We're gonna do no spoilers.
I'm up to date.
We're gonna do no spoilers, but by far this was the best episode. I personally think
They throw you for a couple loops.
Yeah.
Like they're doing a good job of keeping everything like off the edge of your seat, not that you can predict what's gonna happen.
Yeah, and I knew, to go on that, I knew that Don Cheadle was gonna play a massive. That's not really a spoiler.
Yeah.
I knew he was gonna play a massive role in this.
Yeah.
I knew he wasn't just gonna be like
His character is gonna play a massive role.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. Like I knew that it wasn't just gonna be like a sort of one and done scene, like two and done scene.
No.
I knew he was gonna be like one of the more main
Yeah.
Which is so interesting because it's like Don Cheadle, like not a big
Agent Rhodes.
Yeah, not a huge name in the MCU, like,
But like from the last time we've seen him, he's he's gotten up there.
Yeah, you know.
I guess with with implementing like scrolls and stuff and like all these moles and stuff, I think they picked the right character to kind of introduce that mole and like who's fake and who's not.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and kind of throw everybody for a loop.
I saw a video of them. They were on a red carpet. I don't know where it was. Bro, I think I'm in love with Emilia Clarke. Yeah, she's actually a dime, bro.
Yeah, she's always been good too, man.
In everything.
She was amazing in Game of Thrones.
In everything. Yeah, she was good.
I thought she was done. Like,
yeah.
Okay, spoilers aside, but I didn't think she was gonna like come back.
Yeah.
Right? But I guess because Gravik kind of does the same thing that with that healing mechanism or whatever that he has.
Yeah.
Right? I guess she has that same thing when...
You know what it reminds me of? And I did watch a deep dive, and I think it may be the same thing. Do you remember that in Iron Man 3 that the character that heals, he
regenerates?
Yeah. What's his name? I forgot his name.
I forgot his name too.
Forgot his name.
Fuck, that's a long... the Iron Man 3 is a long time ago.
2010 or something, bro.
Oh, fuck.
2012, 11. But like that's the same, and I think I watched on New Rockstars.
The way that their body glows
and it regenerates. Yeah, shout out to New Rockstars. They break it down. It was amazing.
They do a great job of it.
Yeah, and they have like more channels coming on and shit. They're popping off, but that's the same type of vibe I was getting, and I was like, this has to connect somehow.
Yeah,
right. And maybe he was like, I don't know, the scroll, the whole scroll thing is so interesting because it's another kind of one of those mindfuck things it's impossible obviously to know who it is, but then you think about in person, like obviously that shit would not be real.
No, I know.
But think about if it were to happen in reality. It's like you would never know.
You would never know. You can never know.
Literally.
Unless you chop someone's finger off.
Bro, see the clip I put of that shit? That shit was crazy. That shit was amazing. And it's kind of like a mindfuck because then now you start in the series, because now you start the question: is Fury
really Fury?
Is Fury a Skrull and this is all an act?
Yeah,
and then they're screwed. Does this turn into, when it gets to their last episode, does it turn into Fury turning into a Skrull and then they just take over everything?
Fury? Sorry.
Yeah.
They pan to Fury like in space, but
yeah,
like seeing what's going on down Earth, and kind of like, oh, you know what, like I played you fuckers. Like that's kind of something he would say.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because they think that, like, they think he's playing everyone or everyone's playing him, but meanwhile he's like seeing everything from above and being able to like manipulate with the scrolls that are on Earth, right?
Yeah,
there's so many of them, and I think that's what we've missed the last little bit is that, you know, because it's been predictable the last few shows, the movies. I think that this unpredictable show and not being able to know what's going on and like who's a mole, who's not a mole, who's a scroll, who's gonna turn on who, I think they're doing a great job. I can't wait to see how
and Loki is also supposed to be coming out soon.
Yeah,
I thought it was supposed to come out already.
No, after
in October,
something like that.
October, November it comes out. I don't know, bro. There's a lot of, again, we talk about this a lot, that like how is everything going to tie back in, but I think we just need to play out its course. Did you hear what your brother had mentioned? Did you hear what was it Feige, Bob Iger,
yeah,
said about the MCU? and the direction it's going in. I'm gonna pull up the actual quote.
Yeah, Loki season 2 starts October.
Yeah, Bob Iger says Disney will cut back flood of Marvel movies and series. And he says, quote, frankly, it diluted focus and attention. Bob Iger wants to make Disney to make less Marvel content. I agree.
I think they flooded it.
I agree. I agree slightly. I agree.
I think people lost interest. I think what we were used to back then in terms of like Avengers, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, like all those movies, they were kind of spaced out.
Yeah.
Now they've just been throwing shit at you left, right, and center. And I think it has a lot to do with shows that came out on Disney Plus last year. Fuck.
WandaVision.
Well, no, not even those ones, but like the ones that tanked.
Like Captain America, Soldier.
Yeah.
The Marvels.
Marvel, like the She-Hulk. Like all those, all those stupid ones that they kind of just threw in there. I don't know. For me, I didn't like it. They didn't really serve a purpose. Maybe they served a little bit of a purpose to the universe, but at the end of the day, like I think Disney could have did without.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I think stuck to the basics.
Yeah. I think Bob Iger's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I think Kevin Feige is a smart guy. I think the only reason why I would agree with this is because there have been some stinker titles that maybe would not have been released prior because they didn't have the capital to fund all these series and TV shows. But now that they have that money, they're just spraying and bring on all the projects because they know they're going to hit. Whether people like them or not, they know they're just going to hit for a certain number of episodes.
True.
The first 3 are going to get
somewhat views. Yeah.
Crazy views compared to a regular TV show, right? So they're just spraying. But I think the only way to really bring back people's, like to entice people, bring back, Ant-Man was a stinker.
Yeah, I know. You didn't like it at all.
Like, I thought it was okay. I thought it was decent. But like, generally, people think it's a stinker. It was a stinker of a movie. And you are needing that connection to Kang, and about the Kang Dynasty, and they released the title, it was Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty. We want that.
Yeah.
Same way you wanted Thanos, you wanted Infinity War,
they needed that movie to bridge that connection.
Yeah. Like you need the Ant-Man regardless, whatever, but we want more. We want a post-credit scene that talks about Kang.
Yeah.
We want a post-credit scene that gives us more info about the multiverse and how it's collapsing and how it's doing whatever. Like we just want that extra little bit of info to keep us a little bit alive. I can't watch Secret Invasion and it's like an entirely different storyline within itself that doesn't really connect to the MCU.
There hasn't been a lot of content that's connected to one another. Everything's been individual shit.
Yeah, and generally the most like connection between is the post credits.
Yeah,
and there hasn't been
much
fucking good
in comparison to what they're to what they're used to.
Yeah, like the end of the Guardians movie had Thanos was the beginning of the Infinity Saga. Like, there's like tons of shit, and then like I really like the Guardians movie.
But, no, so did I.
Really like
talked about
but. That's not because the MCU is on the right track. That's because the Guardians movies are amazing.
They've always been. But I don't see anything. I don't see anything in that movie that tied into anything else.
No, I can't even. Remember. The last thing that I remember ties into that Kang whole multiversal thing is Ant-Man. That's it. And then like even Spider-Man before that.
Eternals didn't really.
No. It's kind of upsetting, but at the same time, I do agree with Bob Iger.
I think what he's trying to get at is they're kind of all over the map right now.
Yeah,
they're just throwing shit out, like you said, because they have
the money,
they have the ability to do so, and I think they have to try to narrow it down and try to selectively pick what they're going to release to get that interest back from a lot of their viewers. Not to say that their hardcore viewers aren't watching the stuff, but I think they tried to gain more interest from other people, and I think it's starting to confuse a lot.
Right.
And it's just individual shit that's happening. You don't know timeline. You don't know where the fuck this person is in that time. Like, you don't know what is happening anywhere in the world during Secret Invasion. You don't know what's going on with any other superhero.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Fury's in Russia, supposedly. And nobody at all knows this is going on.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, well, what the fuck's going on?
It's kind of sus. Yeah, it's sus. And like, it's hard with the addition of more MCM titles. It's hard for adopters to say fuck it, I'm going to start from the beginning.
Yeah.
It's hard for them to say that.
Well, fuck, there's so much to catch up on.
Because when I started, there was maybe 50 hours of content.
Yeah, same thing with me.
Now, I'd probably say, 300 hours of content?
It's stupid.
It's probably not 300.
A lot of content that, like, you can say, okay, you know, you don't have to watch this. You know, start from here, kind of skip this one. You don't need this one. When you talk about someone that's trying to get into it now, for instance, you're obviously going to start phase 2. Well, with I would suggest maybe Iron Man. Obviously, all the Iron Mans, but about Iron Man 3 when Disney kind of takes over, right? And start from there. But there's a lot of the TV shows that, like, you don't need, you know, like maybe Black Widow.
The Marvels, you don't need.
Maybe Black Widow just to get the introduction of her sister. You know what I mean? Like, there's small stuff that you need from maybe each film, but there's a lot of stuff from the new stuff that's been released that these new people you don't need.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. It's just if you think about it, it's so many hours. Like, if I wanted to get into Harry Potter, how many hours is that? How many movies is that? 10?
It's 8.
Okay, 8 at like 2. Let's say 2 hours. A movie is 16 hours of content. I'm into all the Harry Potters. Yeah. That's it. I'm done. Yeah. And this is obviously it's completely different monster. But if the shit connects, you have to watch it all. Not like there's some shit that you can say you can scrap, whatever, but it's difficult, man, especially for new adopters. For me,
it's definitely the basics and the core of the movies you need to watch. Like, you can't skip everything.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, the shows, you don't, a lot of the shows you don't need. But, like, the good shows, they're useful.
I get you.
We'll see what happens. I'm enjoyed Secret Invasion so far. I mean, I think it holds its own in the likes of, like, you know, WandaVision, Loki, Moon Knight. Those kind of are the top.
Moon Knight was ranked as number 1 for me, bro. We were talking about this the other day. Moon Knight was ranked number 1.
It was
100%.
I love.
Oh, okay. We're gonna switch gears for a second. I want to talk about probably one of the most accurate athletes of all time, number 1, and then we're gonna talk about the NBA in-season tournament.
Okay. We have one thing to talk about before we close this, and it's your fucking app that we talked about in the last one.
Oh, Threads.
That hasn't fucking done what you said it was going to do.
Not yet.
It's seen a drop.
Not yet.
But we talked about it, and it's seen a drop of about 20%
of its users.
Okay? And that's just because it's something new, man. The minute people fucking test it out, what is this? It's like Twitter. I don't use Twitter anyways. Delete.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'll see where it goes.
Listen, so last episode I was about it. I was about Threads.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. I still think it's great, but after taking a step back, and like, because I was all about the hype. I'm like, let's do it.
It's not just you.
I was posting the clip, posting the thing, whatever, and I was going crazy. And now it's like, you take a step back, and you're like, oh fuck, I forgot we're in a video age. I forgot we're in a mindless scrolling.
Reels.
Yeah, I forgot we're in a mindless scrolling for 3 hours age. Generation. It just completely set my mind. And then I was like, I took a step back and I realized that, like, it's all about the video, it's all about the photos, it's still all about brainlessly using your mind to just scroll through the TikTok, through Reels, through YouTube Shorts. And I was kind of ignorant at the beginning because it was just hype, it was just something interesting. And I think it's still going to be interesting, don't get me wrong. I think it's still going to get users.
Of course.
But Zuck, I think this was probably bad timing. Don't quote me, but I think this was just a bit of a result of bad timing. And the thing is, yeah, there's the decline in users, but it's also because people are memeing about Threads on Threads.
Yeah.
They're like me waiting for all my friends to get on Threads, and it's like a picture of Hasbulla by himself. Like, you know, like that's what it usually is. And they're just memeing about it. I'll throw it up if I find that meme, actually. But that's the cold, honest truth. And it's like, people would rather just destroy themselves watching 2 hours of TikToks than have to type and read a little, you know?
Yeah, it was the hype. I'm sure it'll pick up again. Who knows? You never know, but
it was good, though.
Yeah, it's inevitable that it was going to see a little bit of a
adversity.
Yeah, of course, right? It always will. I mean, there's always the hype at first, and then kind of trickles down.
Yeah. But what was I saying before that?
We're talking about one of the most accurate athletes.
Who, I guess.
NBA, but athletes in general?
One of the most accurate athletes ever. Accuracy. Yeah.
What sport are we talking?
I'm talking fucking a couple. The main sports, but a couple.
We're talking about
Not just one sport. Plays 2 sports. Think about it.
man.
Think about it.
Oh, Curry.
There you go. You got it.
All in one.
You got it.
Yeah, I know.
And he won the cup.
Yeah, he won. I know.
What was it? Celebrity something?
Some celebrity. He's a fucking great golfer.
He's sick, bro.
Yeah, he's a great golfer.
He's sick. So Curry won that. What was it called? It was called something. RBC. No, not RBC Open. I'll find it. Curry wins. American Century Championship.
Okay.
Okay. Whatever it is. It's still a championship. You know, it is what it is. Wins that, bro. So sick. He's one of the best basketball players.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's winning, man. He's winning.
He's good, man.
It's good for him. Like, the hole in one, a little lucky, but you know, it is what it is, man.
You got to be lucky.
You have
In
to.
sports, you have to be lucky.
Especially for a hole in one, you have to be ridiculously lucky.
Yeah.
But speaking about Curry, we're going to talk about the NBA in-season tournament.
Okay.
The only thing that I don't want to come from this tournament, Mark, is A, injuries, because nobody likes that shit, is B, fatigue from the athletes.
Okay.
I'll break down what the
Yeah, I'm looking into it right now too.
yeah, I have it here. So there's 2 parts to the in-season tournament: the group stage and the knockout rounds, and every team was randomly drawn into five teams, into a group with 5 teams within their conference, so Eastern, Western. They will play 4 group stage games, facing each team in their group once. The 6 group winners will advance to the knockout rounds with 2 wildcard teams. The team in each conference with the best record, and the wildcard teams are the team in each conference with the best record in the group stage that did not win its group. Capito?
Can I know why they implemented this thing?
Okay. Let me finish. The knockout rounds will be a single elimination. Every group stage game and the quarterfinals and semifinals will count as regular season games. So fucked. Next. The quarterfinals will be played in market with the higher seeded team hosting, while the semifinals and championship will be played at a neutral location in Las Vegas. The championship game will not count as a regular season game. Let me tell you something, Mark.
So they're playing this in-season tournament on top of 82 games in the season?
You guessed it.
Who's this tournament for?
So if you think about it, if you're out in the group stage, you only play 4 games. It's 4 more games to your season if you're out in the group stage.
Okay.
If you make it to if you win the championship, it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games.
You're playing 90 fucking games.
It's 8. Yeah, I think it's 8, 7 or 8 games if you win the championship, right?
I think it's stupid.
You want to know what it is, bro? And I'll tell you exactly what it is. Originally, I thought it was a money grab.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? Maybe they just want to give people a couple more games. And there's been talk of more games. And maybe this is just because a kind of a cool, like...
It's probably for fucking Vegas to make more money.
Bro, who knows
Has to be.
Excuse me. Who knows what Vegas is paying Adam Silver in the NBA
It has to be.
to have this hosted there? Who knows the dollar value?
But not only that, it gives the bottom feeders a chance to win something.
That too. But,
it's a
but
fucking...
even if you're a bottom feeder, you're still fucking shit. You're not going to win the championship. There's no advantage.
No, there's no advantage to I don't see an advantage to this in-season tournament. I don't like. Do they take a break from the regular season to play this tournament, or is it like mixed in between? That's what I'm trying to figure out here.
There's definitely like a week where this is...
It says tournament nights will take place every Tuesday and Friday from November 3rd to the 28th, with the exception of Election Day on Tuesday, November 7th, when no games will be played.
Yeah, so it's just
We
for
have
a
to
month.
talk about the election.
It's probably during the regular season for a
The
month.
only NBA games played on tournament nights will be group play games. Group play games will count as a regular season games for all purposes.
So it's not additional. It'll count as a regular season game.
So you, depending on who's in your conference, they're gonna make the schedule based on whoever's in your 5 in that conference.
Yeah.
4 other teams.
Yeah.
And they're gonna use
Randomly.
that play in game as also a regular season game against that team, for instance.
Yeah.
A team will play each of the other 4 teams in its group in one group play game. A team's record in these 4 intra-conference games will determine whether the team qualifies for the knockout. In the event 2 or more teams are tied within a group, the tie among the teams will be broken according to the following, blah, blah, blah. Head-to-head, okay.
Yeah.
A team will advance to the knockout round. The team with the best standing in group play games in each of the 6 groups and one wild card team from each conference. The wild card will be the team from each conference with the best record in group play games that finish second in its group.
Yeah.
This is so confusing.
I think they just wanted to muck it up. Just to muck it up and make more money. They just wanted to muck it up.
Okay, so the knockout rounds will consist of single elimination games for the 8 teams that advance from group play, beginning with the quarterfinals on December 4th to 5th. Teams that win will progress to the neutral site semifinals. So the semis and finals is only in the neutral site, which I believe is in Vegas.
Vegas, yeah. Yeah, but up to the quarterfinals is not.
No. And then the championship on December 9th.
Yeah. Yeah.
Games played in the first and second rounds of the knockout rounds, i.e. quarterfinals and semis, respectively, will count as regular season games for all purposes. The championship will not be counted as a regular season game.
Yeah.
So the championship is an extra game.
Yeah.
So it's not like this tournament is added on to 82 regular season games.
No, I think it's just another extra game.
They use those games as the in-tournament
Yeah.
games towards the 82.
Stupid. Still.
What's the point of this fucking thing?
Create, I guess, more hype mid-season.
Like, are they trying to do like a March Madness, like a mid-March Madness?
I think it's just trying to create more hype mid-season. And they probably just isolated what's the time of the year that we have the least viewership, because maybe the hype is at the beginning.
It's around Christmas time. Like,
maybe just before that is when people lose the interest and they see the lower viewers, because the beginning of the season is like, fuck yeah, and then you sort of fall off a little bit with watching the games.
Let me give you something.
That makes sense to me.
You're an NBA player.
Okay.
You're somebody that takes time. Let's say, i.e. Kawhi Leonard. Okay? Big name. Takes rest days. Even LeBron James takes rest days. You see this thing come out. What do you think? Like, as a regular NBA player, as a superstar that only cares about winning an NBA championship, what do you care? What do you think about this NBA? What do you think about this NBA?
If I'm competitive enough, I want to win this as well, but that means more hard-fought games during the season.
Okay.
If I'm going to give it 100%, like, obviously they always say, like, I'm going to give it 100, I'm going to give it 100, whatever. But, like, now I got to give it 110 during those times because I want to win this in-season tournament.
Yeah. Now, I like the idea that the only good thing that they're doing is that they're not making it additional games.
Yeah, if it was additional, it'd be crazy. The
fact that they're counting the the group games and then the quarters and semis as regular season games, okay, makes sense. So technically, all it is one extra game.
Right.
But as a regular NBA player, you look at this and it's like, okay, whatever. Like, it's just a fucking regular season game. Like, well, what do I care where I get seated up? You know what I mean? You're trying to go out every night to win.
Right.
I don't get the hype at all. I think
it's that. I think it's a bit of both, bro.
I think the big names look at it like, okay,
like whatever. I think after like doing getting a nice rundown and doing a little more research before, it's a money grab,
100%
for Vegas. 100 for Vegas. That's the money grab. The money grab is in the games before because it's part of the regular season, whatever. But the money grab is A, Vegas, and B, the potential increased viewership when there was a period in time that they maybe wouldn't have. Yeah. That's the biggest thing, for sure. Yeah. And there's no reason else why they would do that.
I think like November, December is like right at the kind of the beginning of the season. I don't know why they wouldn't do this like January, February, because it's the All-Star break.
Yeah.
Around that time. I think January, February is when it dips. Middle of winter for a lot of...
I don't know.
Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know. It might be different.
I don't know.
It might be different across the states.
It doesn't make sense to me.
I
think like the other leagues doing something stupid like this. You'd be like the laughing stock of the fucking... all of sports.
All sports, yeah.
Like if baseball came out and said, yeah, we're going to do an in-season tournament.
No, I mean, baseball would be impossible, bro. They already have a million games.
But they use the games towards it.
Yeah.
I think it's... I don't know. It's
weird.
Fucking weird.
It's just weird. That's all it is. But yeah,
I like that you brought that up, though. I love when we talk sports on this fucking.
you know, like a little no poker sports, huh?
It's getting close, man. We're already July 18th.
Bro, the best time of the year. Maybe because of a little biased, but when football starts, just chilling on the weekends.
They're in August,
my God,
September, October,
It's the
Thanksgiving.
best. It's tough.
You know, there's only 22 weeks till Christmas. I fucking saw that the other day. Last week, it said 23 weeks till Christmas. I almost fucking had a heart attack.
Holy shit, bro.
Like, we're more than fucking
I'm halfway, way past halfway.
halfway.
Well, what's
Yeah, July, 7 months.
There's 26
months.
weeks in here. Yeah.
No, 52. 26.
Half a year, yeah. Fucking 6 weeks in here. We're ending it there. We're ending on that note. Yeah, that's it for episode 73.
This was a good one. We covered a lot.
We covered
There's a lot of shit going on right now.
covered a hell of a lot.
You know, for a lot of stuff that's not going on in the world, there's a lot of shit going on.
When we talk about it, we have a couple minutes.
Oh, what?
Lena the plug-in.
No, Mike.
Well, we got to talk about it, bro.
But it's just all memes now, man.
It is. It's all memes. So Lena the plug got her debut or find her video. Adam 22 let her have the video.
Permission of her husband.
Permission of her husband and her baby dad. So stupid, bro. Honestly, it's whatever because that's the industry. You know how it is. It's like it's all over the place
now.
I know the kid is rough, bro.
And I saw like a clip they were interviewing. They're like, oh, like when do you, like Adam's like, oh yeah, you know, when the daughter gets old enough and she's gonna start.
She can do
questions.
OnlyFans.
She no. He's like, he's like, yeah, she's just gonna have to understand that like mommy's job is like, you know, taking pictures and videos. I'm like,
Fuck.
what fucking world do we live in, man?
Fuck, bro.
Like, go find a fucking real job. Like, it comes to a point where like it has to stop.
There's so much money in it, bro.
Okay, I get that. Like the fucking the fucking maybe even billion industry.
And you know what? I'll tell you, this stunt, people are ripping Adam 22 for this stunt, ripping him.
You know how many streamers are fucking turning him into a meme?
Kai,
Fucking
Nathan,
Aiden, all of them.
bro. Like he's getting absolutely ripped everywhere. But I'll tell you one thing: this stunt made him and her so much money, like an infinite amount of money.
Not only that, but they put both of them out there.
Oh,
like for people that didn't know who they were,
they know now.
They know who they are now.
Between publicity, actual streams of the video, most of it's illegal and shit like that. Between
I know.
OnlyFans, that's gonna ripple effect into this. Between his work, it's gonna, as shit as it is, a way it is to get that money. It's gonna take off.
If that's what the whole point behind this was, if that's what they're like,
how can you blame him, bro? If it's a question of
don't.
Yes, I can say that. I can say that.
What do you mean? How can you blame? Because it's fucked up.
It is okay.
Excuse my language.
It is.
Morally wrong in every sense.
Yeah, I get you.
If I lived my life fucking 10 times from now, if I lived it 10 times again, it would never happen.
But listen, if you were promised, I know that it's not. That's what makes it worse. But if you were almost guaranteed generational wealth as a cause of this, I'm not saying that's what he has. I'm not saying that's what he's getting. But if you were guaranteed that,
I'm letting my tone because the tone is you're.
I'm not defending him.
No, I'm not saying you're defending, but you're kind of like you're trying to justify based on like what he can make from it. Go make it another way, dude.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Many ways, but I get what you're saying.
But if you're already balls deep, no pun intended.
The thing is, they're already in the industry, so
that's what I'm saying.
It's fucking normal.
That's what I'm saying.
But from an outside guy looking in,
yeah, it's bad.
That's why everybody's roasting the guy.
Oh yeah, it's rough.
You never ever do that.
The memes of the kids and the
but if their goal from the movie, or if his goal from this whole stunt was to get both of their names out there for whatever reason, fine on completed,
fucking job done,
successful.
Oh yeah,
everywhere you go on this phone, whether it's Twitter, Insta, fucking TikTok, all kinds. I don't have it. There is a meme every third video.
Yeah, they did it. They literally did it. And the other guy, Jason Love, what did he do? Nothing.
He didn't fucking. He worked.
Yeah, he just another gig, another gig, bro. And he blew up too.
And they paid him.
He was already blown up, but now it's even more, right? Like they're all just.
And he even said it too, that if he was in Adam's shoes, he never ever would let it happen.
Yeah, no, it's bad. No,
he literally said it.
There had to have been something with like they did the calculations, how much money it's gonna make, a potential, and this, and he was like, yeah, just set my daughter
Like, I
up for
get it.
life.
He is an adult star, and he's made tons of movies, and he's been with tons of women. But like, I don't know. Maybe it was his
No, it's
guilty,
messed up.
Maybe it was his guilty conscience that said, you know what? Okay, I've done it, so like, let my wife do it.
No, messed up still. Even so.
Oh my God, messed up
For both.
far
for both.
none, man.
For both.
It shouldn't even be a thought that crosses anybody's mind in a relationship.
Yeah, at least about
If you're doing stuff like that, first of all, you shouldn't be married.
Yeah.
Second of all, you shouldn't even be in a relationship.
Third of all, shut up, kid.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's messed up, man. I don't know. There's people that are going to argue, say different, but it's messed up.
Well, you're always going to get people that, you know, but I think this is one topic that you might get a lot of viewers that go one-sided on this.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, I think we're going to
That's the biggest thing right now. And
100%.
we do, we refresh your feed.
Hell yeah.
So we had to do it.
Hell yeah.
That's a good place to leave. Leave it off.
Yeah. That was episode 73. If you're listening to the podcast, thank you for listening. You can also tune in on YouTube and full videos. You can see our lovely faces. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you thought about the episode. We have clips coming out regularly about each topic, and then shorts, obviously, on all the platforms: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Twitter as well. We talk on there a little bit. Mark, thank you.
Fun. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Cool here.
Yeah, it is actually nice and cool here after the little fiasco with the fan at the beginning, but you know, we revamped. We're chilling. That was episode 73. Refresh your feed so you don't have to. Peace out.
So.